Now in the last video, we went ahead and formatted our text and dressed it up with the layer styling and all that looks really good. Now we need to make sure it looks good on the can itself. So if I actually move this document out of the way so we can see the can document below, if I press Command or Control S to save, you're going to see how the label is now going to be positioned on the can itself. Now this is actually how I do not want it to look. I actually want to rotate the text a little bit. So let's adjust the positioning of the text on the can itself here. So I'm going to close this in just a little bit, bring this over. So what I want to do here is just rotate the text. So I'm going to press Command or Control T to put the text into free transform mode. You'll see the transform box appear. Now I'm going to hold down the Shift key and then put my cursor right outside the transform box here and then just rotate clockwise 90 degrees. So get the label right here in front of the wave like this. Keeping it in free transform mode, I'm also going to hold down Shift Option and scale the text just a little bit so it'll fit more into this area here. Now notice I'm using that wavy abstract image as kind of a framing element to position the text right where I want it to be. Now I'm still in the free transform box, you'll notice, so I'm going to actually right click on that. And in the menu, I'm going to go ahead and choose Skew. And when I do that, I'm going to go up here and select the very top control handle of the box here, right up here at the top. Now I'm going to hold down Option, or Alt, of course, if you're on Windows, and I'm just going to skew this text just a little bit like this. So give it a little bit of an angle like that. Now I'm also going to right-click on it once again, and this time choose Free Transform. And then I'm going to grab the middle box here on either side, and I'm going to hold down the Option key, or Alt, if you're on Windows, and you're going to click and drag out, and this is just going to scale it on that axis just a little bit there. And it scales it from the center point. That's what happens when you hold down the Option key, is that it's scaling it from the center target mark here. So go ahead and press Enter. And if I go ahead and press Command or Control S again and save it, there you can see the label art now appearing on the can just like it should. So that's looking really good. So don't forget that you can reposition this and just save. Again, this is functioning very similar to that of a smart object in Photoshop, in that when you make a change here and save it, it's going to update it right over there on the label art itself. So that's looking really good. And don't forget, because the text is dressed with layer styling, you can now go in here and make some adjustments to that label if you want to. So I'm going to go in here, double click on the effects icon on that layer and access those layer stylings. And I think I actually want to make the outer stroke a little bit thinner. So I'm going to go to the outer element, which is the second stroke here. So in there, I'm going to go to the size up here and just highlight that and change that to 5 just to make it a little bit thinner. And then we'll do the same thing to the bevel element since it's kind of overlapping on top of it. So we'll change that to 5 as well. And that looks really good. And I think because of that, I'm also going to go that black stroke that's set on the inside. I'm going to make that a little bit smaller as well. I think I'm going to drop that to maybe just 1 point down, like the 4. That looks really good. But the point here is you can get really far with the intricacies of your design, but you can go back and change them even at this point, where we can go back and change the text or even the dressing on the text as far as the layer styles. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK on that one. Zoom back out here, and it looks looking really good. Again, we're maintaining the layers here in this label art file. We've got the text layer now with all the layer styling, and the abstract wave element just below that, and then of course the base gradient, which makes up the base color. So I'm going to go ahead and close this and save the changes, and now we can see that our can art is coming along quite nicely. Now in the next clip, we're going to add some surface elements that are going to make this a little bit more realistic when we place it in the final environment and at the end of this project. So let's take a look at that.